If you chill out for a few seconds, I would like to explain myself. Go back to about mid-February 19. I was editing videos, I had come back, I was consistently uploading, I was ready, I was good. And then what always happens, happens. I see that I have something going on in life, so I say, oh, I'm gonna just push it back 1 week and I'll upload the next week. And then it keeps happening, and it keeps happening, and then it keeps happening until I realize, okay, I am way behind schedule. I had midterms all week, and then I had my SAT that same week, and I was also getting the results for my portfolio contest thingy that I might discuss in a future video. I got the results for that same week, which means all of February I was working on my portfolio, and in March I had to study for midterms and my SAT. But yeah, it was definitely a lot. It was an oh-whoa. And like I said, I do what I always do, which is I put a lot of energy, and I put a lot of energy to get over a curve, and then I'm on the other side of the curve, and I just feel dead. And I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and do it, and do it, and I give myself excuses, and I just don't do it. So my way to alleviate that is that I'm gonna take this video to be chill with myself. Which means I'm gonna do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I'm such a perfectionist about it that I haven't gotten around to it. I wouldn't say that I'm a hardcore collector, but I do like to collect. In my lifetime, I have a fedora collection from around middle school age, cause you know, hipster life. At one point I wanted to collect comics when I was really young. And as I got more into film, one thing that became a huge collection for me was my DVD collection. Also, I kind of have that collector thing where it's like, I mean, I want to get more before I show it off, but I'm at the point now where, in my casing, I've completed the entire bottom floor. So I want to show the entire bottom floor so that I can just, you know, have this as like a starting point, like volume 1, and then volume 2 is when I'll complete the top floor. But like, I just want to be chill. I want to be chiller for myself in this video and not focus so much on how long it's gonna be, and focus on like if I'm putting enough effects into it, and like if it's entertaining enough, or like if I need to like raise the property value. This is just like me talking about something that I like, which is my DVDs. I feel like this could be considered my first vlog video because I want to do these for a while, but I don't want to like do generic vlog-ish type stuff. Like I kind of want to do vlogs that are more like video diaries than vlogs, if you catch my drift, where I'm like a lot more chill and a lot less focus on like the quality. I mean, I'm still gonna be me, but you know, less me. All right, I think I'm ready to get into my DVDs.
Oh, East? I thought you said West. West.
I kind of tried to organize them a little bit, but honestly, from moving them down here to just when I buy them and like putting them back and all that, they're everywhere basically. But this is for the most part my childhood memories, kind of like child essence type DVDs. Firstly, we have Up, which I would say is probably my favorite Pixar movie, but not my favorite Disney movie. Alice used to be my favorite Disney movie, but I changed it to Fantasia, because the artwork in Fantasia is just breathtaking. So I would definitely say that, but I really need to get a lot better when it comes to my Disney DVDs. It's just I don't want to because they're so freaking expensive. I mean, the Backyardigans are just hype. They're just hype. Okay, so I bought this for the meme, but I also bought this for the meme, but also I bought it because if you know me, I have maybe kind of a little bit of a weird obsession with SpongeBob, just like a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like once a year I get my picture taken with him, because we're cool like that. The collection inside of my collection is that I want to get like the majority of the Charlie Brown DVDs because peanuts. This is one that I actually had from my childhood, and I watched the death out of the Pink Panther cartoons because I just love this DVD especially. This was my favorite. I would watch this one like once a day. I just loved watching it. Okay, childhood, yay, cute, whatever, who cares. By the time you're seeing this, I will be 18. I'm gonna be 18 in like a week, so we done, we through, it's gone.
Oi, Damo, you can't give us your lighter. Fuck off, man, I don't have one.
I don't remember what the organization was for. I think this one was just like my random DVDs. Like if I couldn't put it somewhere else, I'm gonna put it in this section. We have Clueless, because I will say this about Clueless. I will say that plot-wise, the film is overhyped, but aesthetic is on point. Cinematography, on point, characters on point, quotability on point. It just works. This movie isn't open yet because like I've seen it once like online and I loved it and I bought the DVD because it was there, but like I didn't love it enough to watch it again apparently. By the way, I was looking through my window because I decided to film downstairs, so I was like I want to change things up. I didn't want to just film in my room because my room is pretty tiny, but like there was some car that was like and I'm like, can you please not kidnap me? That'd be great. I'd love that. Wes Anderson is kind of like a problematic fave for me because I do like his films like any other generic film art student, but at the same time, I acknowledge the racial issues with his films, as well as the fact of his weird, like, pseudo Peter Pan syndrome film aesthetic. He's one of those situations where you have to kind of remove the artist from the art, which I would make a video on, but I feel like every like film essay channel has made a video on that, so I'm gonna kind of wait on that one. Heaven Knows What, amazing movie, check it out. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, amazing movie, check it out. 2001's A Space Odyssey, amazing movie, check it out. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, amazing movie, but for some reason my DVD case broke like the second I took it out of Walmart, so I'm kind of pissed and I won't watch it because of that. I bought the Clerks movie. I feel like Clerks as a film isn't taken as seriously as it deserves, like, cause it has its cheesy early 2000s, like, quirky annoyingness about it, but I still really enjoy it. I talked about it on my channel, and I didn't really have much to say about it because you either love it or you hate it. Like, it's one of those movies where I would hate if someone like was gonna pay me to review it. I would hate to review the Clerks because it's just so simple that you either resonate with it or you don't. I love Walmart because they have the DVDs like this for all the women and gays out there, because they just have a collection of Hepburns and they have like a bunch of collection DVDs. But this one was the best one I've gotten so far because let's take a break and let me give you some tips, okay? Tips for DVD collector. I have always lived like 5-10 minutes away from a Walmart, and that works because when it comes to Walmart, they typically have inventory, right? Like they always have inventory coming in and out. You wanna go right before they get new inventory, because all the DVDs are like way lower. So I got this like when they first brought it in, and it was like $11-15, which is a lot for a DVD, not gonna lie. Afterwards, it was like $30. And you'll see with some of these as well, like I paid a little bit more than I would usually pay on a DVD, but it's because if you get them like right when they're leaving, or right when they're about to come in, then they're way cheaper, so it's worth it in my case, because I'd rather pay like $11-15 than like $30. Even this one, The Great Gatsby, which I'll get into in a second, don't worry, but this one, I got it at like $7 for like Target, I think, and later on it was like $15 to $20, so you gotta pay attention. You gotta like, if you're gonna collect DVDs, whatever you get your DVDs from, if it's not online, constantly check in, constantly, like every single time you go and look and make sure, kind of get a scoop of the area. This is a good one, this is a good one, this is a good one. The Great Gatsby is my favorite book, and I feel like a lot of people hate on the story because of the vanity and the kind of very romantic story. I don't mean like romantic as in like a love story. I mean like romantic as in like the ancient Romans and Greeks kind of romantic. But I like it. I mean, first of all, anyone who knows me, I have a weird obsession with like the 1920s aesthetic, so there's that. I feel like the characters are so larger than life that they work and they're timeless. Just the story is just so it just works. The Great Gatsby just works, and if you don't like it, then you hate yourself. I'm sorry. Oh, and Love, Simon. You know how I mentioned earlier that I was editing a video, but I couldn't finish? It was my video on Love, Simon. I'm gonna say this and hopefully hold myself accountable. It's coming up this month. This is the hardest and like longest Friday video I've done so far. So I'm happy with it so far. It's just a lot. I guess I'll do this one because it's right behind me. I would probably say that Her is my favorite, like, romance story. Ugh, I'm dying. It's actually funny because two genres I would say I don't really vibe with is romance and sci-fi. I feel like with romance, it's kind of contrived and telling you, like, a idea of a romantic story, not an actual romance a lot of the time, so I can't really buy into it because my brain is extremely like literal and breaks everything down. If I can find anything that's like fake about it, but it feels fake, then I can't like it. I can't like just enjoy it. And then with sci-fi, I feel like it's a whole lot of like facts and like things spewed out because that's kind of how nerds speak and what nerds like. But for me, it's just a lot to cover up a basic story. But I feel like the sci-fi elements in her, as well as the romance elements in her, are interesting and intriguing enough for someone like me to enjoy it. I have the same feelings towards Scott Pilgrim that I have towards Clerks, kind of. I'm a big Scott Pilgrim's fan. I have the entire set. I just love the story, love the characters, acknowledge the problematic elements. I might actually make a video about this one and like how to enjoy problematic things through the lens of Scott Pilgrim. So Blade Runner and Moonlight are two DVDs that, like I said earlier, you gotta get them right when they come in. You gotta get them at a good point, because if you don't, then it's going to be a lot more expensive. But these two I got at a really good point to where it wasn't that expensive at all. I have Rope by Alfred Hitchcock because, I mean, he's bae. My crush on him is never ending. Tragedy Girls was actually a pretty decent surprise. Not the best thing ever, but I was surprised. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, look at me. Pretty in Pink. I mean, look at me. You know, a lot of these I'm noticing that I haven't even opened before. Like, that's the weird thing, too. I barely watch these DVDs. I think I just like collecting them. But it's on rare. If I'm gonna watch a movie, I'm gonna watch it digitally because I'm 17. I'm not gonna, like, pop in a DVD all the time. Perks of Being a Wallflower. The Silence of the Lambs, because, I mean, look at me. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a... Okay, now these two I really like, because anyone who knows me, it's kind of apparent here, it's gonna be even more apparent later, but I love me some horror. And I love Walmart DVDs because for some of their more classic horror movies, they have these cool kind of, what's the word? I guess retro movie poster-esque, circa 1960s, 70s-esque. But yeah, these are really dope. I like the artwork, they're really nice. Yeah, and obviously it's The Exorcist and Poltergeist. Good movies. There's a point where I kind of felt like Poltergeist was like too much of a trip, and I realized, wait, you're supposed to be on the trips. Like, that's the point. It's a simple story, but like, it's about the trip. So like, and then Get Out. I loved Get Out. Okay, so like I said, like I was talking about earlier, I like horror. And what I really want to do with myself and my films is that I kind of want to focus on black horror, kind of similar to Jordan Peele, but I want to do it in a more passive way. Like, even my portfolio was like, it was horror-esque, but my identity as a mixed black person had nothing to do with it. I also want to go extreme because I feel like with black people, we don't get extremities because everyone's kind of scared to be unwoke. Like with white people, we see them like die, get decapitated, get tortured every other way, whether it be from France, from our own country. Like, and I feel like with black people, we don't really get that as much. And it's like, I want that. I want to do that. So I appreciate Jordan Peele and Get Out for like laying the pathway for which I can follow that. And yeah, also Get Out's just like a really bomb movie. And I'm gonna, at this point of filming this video, I'm gonna go see Us in like a week or like a week and a half. So I'm excited to see Us. I'm curious if I'm gonna like it more than, whatchamacallit, more than Get Out. If you want me to make a video, leave a comment. I might do it like on Nom or something. I don't know. We'll do you. So this has Night of the Living Dead on it, but I actually didn't buy it because Night of the Living Dead. I bought it because of The Last Man on Earth, the Vincent Price one, not the Will Smith one, and House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. I mean, I like Vincent Price. I mean, look at me, and look at my DVD collection. Mary Poppins, because I actually do have a soul. My entire high school is sinking into the sea. I like this movie because I just like it. I think it's as you can see, I have a lot of like, I think what I connect with a lot are simple stories told in a unique, introspective way. And yeah, I like this. Mean Girls, again, look at me. Jaws, I think this was a gift. I didn't buy it myself, but like a family member was like, oh, you're in the film? The Breakfast Club. I bought this DVD twice, but I liked the packaging more for this one, so I kept this one and gave the other one to a friend. My Neighbor Totoro. I think this was at one point my animation section, but I don't know. I like this movie, but I think it's kind of overhyped. It's definitely not my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. I like it. It's cute. But I feel like people gotta go crazy for it. But it's not that hype. Now this movie is that hype, and so is Isle of Dogs. Both of these are that hype. If you want an animated movie that deserves that level of hype, well, actually, no, not you. Like, never mind. I was like reviewing the movie in my head while I was saying that. Not so much Jack and the Clock Heart, it's okay. It's kind of on the same level of, I would say, My Neighbor Totoro. But Isles of Dogs is that hype. If you want that, like, that should be where My Neighbor Totoro is. You know how I said that Up was my favorite Pixar movie? And I said that Fantasia was my favorite Disney movie? Well, you see, Coraline is my favorite animated movie. Also, Paranorman is, like, really good, too, to where, like, I try to pretend like the other one isn't there. Like, I bought them because I wanted the other two, but I try to pretend like the last one just doesn't exist. And I'm really upset because Laika, I love them, but they're having that movie come out, what's it called? The Missing Link. It seems like it's gonna be like that, which will not be named. I'm not gonna make assumptions beforehand, but I mean, okay, I'm gonna just say this. If it's like past X-Men and your movie has Hugh Jackman as the main character, I'm definitely gonna be hesitant to see your movie. On the Neon Demon, not much to be said, it's a good movie. This guy also made that movie, he's really good at aesthetic, but one issue that I feel like I have with him is that I can't remember his name for my life. I know he's like German, or like Swiss, or European. Nicholas Winding Refn. I like his movies. My only issue with his movies is that sometimes it feels like he's pretentious. Like, he puts so much effort into filmmaking and the way that the film looks and is that the story is too basic. And by too basic, I mean, like, it builds up to virtually nothing. The one he's infamous for is Only God Forgives, which is just like a whole bunch of like pretty shots that in the grand scheme of things don't really tell a story. They're kind of just shots, and then at one point the characters die, and they have like the vaguest of vague family drama, although I'm not the first to share that opinion, so. I'm halfway between looking weirdly angry and having to sneeze. Maybe I'm just pissed. So I'm gonna end the video there, because I basically just go on the ramble about a section that I don't want to show yet because there's literally nothing of it, pretty much. And also how I'm going to be going to college soon and how I'm going to have to, like, drive home to film as opposed to, like, being in my room. But none of that's important. It's just me rambling and I don't want to keep it in. That was Volume 1. And I'll update you on Volume 2 when that's done. But honestly, I haven't bought DVDs in like months, so I have no idea when that's gonna happen.
I am the power of God and